Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Mercedes. In today's video, I have polishes from Little Box of Horrors to share with you all. Now this is a monthly collab. This collab, or this box, they open up every month on the 18th and then they close on the 30th. And similar to your other collab websites like Polish Pickup or Hello Handmade Creations, there's specific items that are capped, meaning that there's only a certain amount of these items that are created. And once they sell out, that's it. You can't get your hands on them anymore. So indie makers come together and they create polishes and all sorts of other different items as well. Now, Little Box of Horrors specifically, the theme is always related to something spooky, thriller, crime, scary. There's always a certain theme based on that like common bigger theme as well. I can't remember what this month is, but I'll make sure to leave it here and then also in the description box below. Let's get into these swatches. First up, we have Victorian Varnish, and this is because I knew you, priced at $13.50, and there's a 100 bottle cap. Just keep in mind the shop did open up on the 18th. Today is the 19th as I am doing this voiceover, so there might be a little bit less, give or take. This one is inspired by Wicked, the musical, with the Wizard of Oz mashup, and it's described as a black jelly base with an intense glowy green shimmer that is teal blue at extreme angles. The formula for this one was perfection. I did go in for a third coat just because I had some, like, not shrinkage at the tip of my nail, but like, I think when I was polishing, I have this whole new setup for swatching with like my lights and a phone holder, and it was messing me up hardcore. So I couldn't really see too well and I was having some difficulties. So I was like, oh, like, you know, I missed a spot at the tip of my nail. Like I didn't really wrap the brush at the tip. So I ended up going in for a third coat because I wanted to make sure I covered the entire nail. So honestly, I think 2 to 3 coats is going to work best for everybody, just depending on your preference. But on that third coat, it did brighten up this polish even more, and it made that beautiful glowy green shimmer intensify like 10 times more. I love the sparkle to this, the twinkle. I love the glowy shift. I love everything about this polish. It is super bright and fun. I think honestly it's very versatile as well. You can wear it in the summertime, and then I see myself wearing this like in October, like around Halloween time, because it's just that right sort of green. Even though it has that blue glowy shiftiness, I feel like it still would look amazing in the fall as well. Pictured are 3 coats of Victorian Varnish because I knew you, with a glossy top coat. Victorian Varnish is also bringing us a second polish, and this one is I Have Been Changed for Good, priced at $13, and again another 100 bottle cap. Also inspired by Wicked, the musical, and the Wizard of Oz mashup. So this one is a vibrant pink with a beautiful large particle shimmer, crystal chameleon flakies, I cannot talk today, and micro UCC flakies, and a touch of scattered hollow. So much goodness in this polish. You know me, I love my kitchen sink polishes, and this one is just beautiful. I built this one up in 2 coats, and I think long or short nails, 2 coats is going to work best for you. This one had a very, very opaque formula. I love how this pink is like that right sort of in between, like mid-tone. Okay, so I wore a polish recently and it was like a mid-tone pink, and I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I don't know. I think something was off, maybe like the components in it, like it wasn't clashing. It looked beautiful, but for some reason I wasn't sure how I felt about it. This one is sort of that same mid-tone pink, but I think because of all of the goodies in this polish, the crystal chameleon flakies, the touch of scattered hollow, you have large particle shimmer, the UCC flakies, it's giving it more like a more contrasting sort of effect, and just making it look like you're distracted from the main color, I think, anyways, at least for me, or maybe I'm just blabbing away. But I really enjoyed this one despite it being like that mid-tone color, which I feel like sometimes is a hit or miss on me anyways. But I really enjoyed it. I did, and I can see myself wearing this again, maybe as like a pedicure. I don't know, I see this as a petty color for the summer, but it's gorgeous. Pictured are 2 coats of Victorian Varnish. I have been changed for good, with a glossy top coat. Next up, we have Jen and Berries, and this is the Domus Mundi. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Priced at $13. and there is a cap of 200 bottles. And this one's inspired by the book cover from Clive Barker's The Great and Secret Show. This one is described as a dusty purple base with pink, gold, green shimmer, pink, orange, gold crystal flakes, and black flakes, and a touch of holographic flakes. Lots of flakies in here. And just side note, $1 from each polish sold will be donated to the Lambda Legal, which is a defense and education fund. This is an American civil rights organization that focuses on lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender communities, as well as people living with HIV and AIDS. I'll leave all that information down below, but the formula for this polish was fantastic. I applied 2 coats and I was completely happy with that on my shorter nails. I think long or short nails, 2 coats is going to be fine for you unless you want more of a deeper base and maybe some more flakies. I mean, I don't know how you can get more flakies because this is a lot. There's a lot of flakies in here, but in a good way. So I think 2 coats will be fine for everybody. But I love this shade of purple. It really is like a dusty shade, but not dusty where it doesn't stand out. It's still a very vibrant color. And I think because of all of that shimmer in there, so definitely see the pink and the gold peeking through. So it just makes this dustier sort of shade a little more vibrant and juicier. And then of course, you know, I love my black flakies. I love a jam-packed polish with lots of components. And this one has lots going on. It's gorgeous. I think, again, another versatile polish where you can wear in the fall or in the summer or even in the winter if you want to sort of like a pop of color or change from your like darker shades, or for me at least in the wintertime I like to wear a lot of blues and a lot of like vampier shades, but this would be a nice like palette cleanser, I guess you can say, if you decided to wear it in the winter. Pictured are 2 coats of Gin and Berries, the Domus Mundi with a glassy top coat. Gin and Berries is also bringing us the 5th Dominion. This one's priced at $12.75 and capped at $200. And this is inspired by the book cover from Clive Barker's Imagika book, number 2. Oh gosh, I hate when I didn't Google these before. I usually Google and I come prepared, but I didn't. Again, $1 from each polish is going to be donated to the Lambda Legal Education Fund. So information will be down below. This one is described as a medium blurple Crelly with aqua blue purple shifty shimmer and a sprinkle of holographic micro flakies. So this is a lighter shade, but the color payoff was fantastic. Ignore my middle finger. I bumped it and smudged and dented it, and I was very annoyed with myself, but just FYI, that was my fault. But this color is so pretty, that beautiful purpley bluish shifty shimmer. It's not like super prominent, but it's enough to kind of give you a nice little like 3D-ish depth sort of look. You can definitely see it at extreme angles, especially in that still photo that you're going to see. And then the sprinkle of holographic microflakes, you can see it just running throughout. And I don't feel like it's a sprinkle. I feel like it's there, just very dainty, and you know, giving this polish some twinkle and some fun. This is a beautiful polish for like summertime, beautiful polish for like springtime as well. And really, like, I feel like this would be a beautiful base to add some sort of like iridescent topper over it as well. It's beautiful on its own, but if you know you like to experiment with toppers, I feel like this would make a great base to add in a topper as well. Pictured are 2 coats of Gin and Berries, the 5th Dominion with a glossy top coat. And we have another Gin and Berries polish. This one is Quiddity, and it's priced at $13 and capped at $200. I'm sorry, I did not come prepared to the game with these pronunciations. This one is also, this one's inspired by the cover from Clive Barker's The Great and Secret Show. And then again, the same donation, $1 from each bottle. This one is a blue jelly base with a mix of holographic flakies. This one was gorgeous. This is like a mysterious outer space. Actually, no, not outer space. Have you guys read the book A Court of Thorns and Roses? I will never stop talking about that book or that series. So if you didn't like it, then I'm sorry, because I am totally and utterly and completely obsessed. And when I look at this polish, it gives me Valaris vibes. Like, it just gives me the night sky, twinkling stars, and now I can't unsee it, and I'm going to love this polish forever because of that. The formula was fantastic. I think long or short nails, 2 coats is gonna work great for you. I love how this jelly base still gives you opacity, you know, in 2 coats, but it still gives you that squishy plump effect, which I personally love. I love jellies that can build up to opacity but still give off that squishiness. Those are my favorite sorts of jellies because I'm not big on visible nail line, even though recently I've been sort of obsessing over like iridescent polishes. I have yet to put them on my nails for this summer season, but I've been obsessing over them. Anyways, this is a gorgeous polish nonetheless. Pictured are 2 coats of Jen and Berry's Quiddity with a glossy top coat. Here we have BCB lacquers, and this is Your Hair It Looks Like Fire, priced at $13, and is a cap of 150 bottles. It's inspired by the TV show Salem. If you hear little voices, my kids are downstairs and they do not know how to be quiet. This one is inspired by the TV show Salem. I don't know if I said that already. But it's a white crelly with red, orange, gold multichrome flakes, gold, orange, green multichrome flakes, and red, orange, gold glass flakes, and black flakes. So flakies galore. And let me tell you, this one is stunning. Oh my goodness, how incredible do those flakies look? It is like it literally does look like hair on fire. Like it just, it is beautiful. I am at loss for words for a minute. So I know it's described as a white crelly base. I see more of a grayish taupe sort of base, which I'm not mad at because gray is actually one of my favorite colors. And it's just so pretty. Like all of these components in here. BCB lacquers did their thing with this polish. It is plump, it is juicy. I think long or short nails, 2 to 3 coats is gonna work best for you. If you want more of that plumpier, jelly sort of like bouncy look, 2 coats is gonna work for you. If you want a little more coverage, a little more opacity on your base, then 3 coats is gonna work well, and you're obviously gonna get a lot more flaky payoff as well. But this one is beautiful. I think actually I might throw it on my summer rack, even though it's not screaming, like the base isn't screaming summer, those flakies are screaming summer, and it's just beautiful. Yeah, it's going on my summer rack for sure, and I think I might do a pedicure with this polish next. Pictured are 2 coats of BCB lacquers, Your Hair It Looks Like Fire, with a glossy top coat. And the last polish I have to share with you all is it's from Night Owl Lacquer, and this is Tuesday the 17th, priced at $13, and there is no cap. This one's inspired by the episode of the same name from Lindsay's all-time favorite show, Psych. So Lindsay is the maker of Night Owl Lacquer. This one is described as a cobalt blue base, glowing with shimmer that shifts electric, blue, sapphire, violet, and sparkling silver reflective glitter pigments. You guys know how I feel about reflective glitter. I love reflective glitter. I love blue polish, and this is a beautiful cobalt blue base, and I'm totally enabling with a lot of these polishes, but I cannot help it. I applied this one in 2 coats. Now, just keep in mind, reflective glitter in general can thicken up your polish. So you may want to consider doing 3 thin coats instead of 2 coats. I just prefer the thicker application. It's just a habit of mine. But I think 3 thin coats on everybody, long, short nails, is going to work perfectly for you. Look at how deep and vibrant and just bold this shade is. This is screaming summertime. This is just so pretty. It is so sparkly. That's why I love reflective glitter. I know I say this a million times, but really you get that twinkle and that sparkle in any sort of lighting, whether you're indoors, whether you have crappy lighting, whether you're outdoors, it's a sunny day, an overcast day, your nails are still going to sparkle, and that's why I love reflective glitter. And I don't mind the removal process. Now this is going to dry down textured, so you want to add a glitter smoother and then your glossy top coat over it. Definitely a gorgeous summer polish. Love it. Pictured are 2 coats of Night Owl Lacquer, Tuesday the 17th, with a glossy top coat. All right, I have 2 standouts in this collection. The first one being from BCB Lacquers, and this one is Your Hair It Looks Like Fire. This is a gorgeous crelly with that beautiful, beautiful mix of flakies. It really does look like it's fire in there. I love the larger flakies in here. I love how they shift to this beautiful fiery reddish orange pink. This is just beautiful. I think this will be stunning in the summer and in the fall as well. And then I have a Night Owl lacquer, and this is Tuesday the 17th. This was just a beauty. It's so vibrant, it's so juicy, the sparkle, everything about this was just, look at that, you can just see the glow, look at that. It is beautiful, and I don't have this on my summer rack, which I am putting it on because I don't know why I didn't put it on there. It's gorgeous. That is all that I have for you today. Let me know if you plan on shopping a Little Box of Horrors. If any of these polishes you saw me swatch, you plan on picking up as well. Thank you again, and I'll see you in my next one.